BBC Radio Berkshire and allotment holders in the Hungerford area are worried about the future of 70 plots there. The lease at the site using Marsh Lane is not being extended beyond April 2016, we understand, so it's really only about 4 and a bit months away. Ted Angel is the treasurer of HaHa, the Hungerford Allotment Holders Association. Good afternoon, Ted. Now, your organisation's known as HaHa, but this is no laughing matter, is it?
No, it's not, Paul. It's a rather sad, sorry, complicated Christmas tale. So thank you for giving me the opportunity of sharing it with you.
So what is the situation you're facing, Ted?
We have an allotment site called Marsh Lane in Hungerford. It's a wonderful community run by the community for the community. Everyone regards it as a great success. And it's a 2-acre site, so we have about 77 Hungerford families actively gardening there. Some of these people were displaced from other allotment sites due to development interests. Now, the future of our site is now threatened because the landowner and his developer have advised us that the lease for the land for our site will not be extended after the 30th of April 2016. So it's a very tight timescale, and we were told this in the last 2 weeks. Now, the reason for this threat, and they've been quite open with their position, is that they want to get West Berkshire Council to change their position on another piece of land which the landowner wishes to develop for housing. But West Berkshire Council has not included that in their recently published housing plans. And they want to try and get West Berkshire to change its position. So they've been quite open in their strategy in that they say that if West Berkshire Council changes its position on the other land and they get their development, the allotments may be allowed to stay. So what we feel is a pawn, really, in the development planning process.
So basically, you're something that's a bargaining chip, if you like. Now, we have been on to West Berkshire Council and, of course, Hungerford Town Council. The latter have just got back onto us, and they said they are working very hard to try and find a local solution to this. Now, that might mean the kind of compromise you're talking about, or it might mean possibly, are they investigating other sites where allotments might be held? If so, you know the area well, Ted. Are there any options there? We
previously looked at this particular position. They're very limited because obviously a lot of the land close to the town has some kind of development interests. And obviously, having put we've grant-funded this particular site. We've had support from Greenham Common Trust and the area of outstanding natural beauty. So we've had a fair bit of grant funding coming to the site, and it would be so wasted if it was just lost. And the developer, in discussions with us over the last 12 months, has admitted to us that for our site, they would never get development, they would never get planning permission. Their interest really is aimed on the alternative site. So we're just being used in a way. And do you know when the next meeting might be, or any kind of next decision might be made? Right, Hungerford Town Council, and I think our West Berkshire councillors are very supportive of us. Our next stage in this process is we're meeting with other representatives, with Richard Benyon, our local MP, next week. And what he said is that he's going to try and see if he can help to try and find a solution to what seems to be a planning row. Now, we may well speak to Mr Benyon about that in the new year. Certainly we'll keep in touch, Ted. Thank you very much for your time this afternoon. Ted Angel, their treasurer of the Hungerford Allotment Holders Association, talking to BBC Radio Berkshire. It's just gone 1:20.